Hi friends, welcome back to Rational Gamer YouTube channel. In today's video, I will try to teach you how to mod your Devil May Cry 3 HD collection version. We will talk about how to mod the player costumes, their faces, and their weapons, even the enemies in the game, or even the stages. But I will just give you a brief walkthrough on how to start. You must have a computer obviously to do this, and the first step here is to download and install or extract Python version 2.5. Version 2.5 was basically released back in year 2006, so it's no longer supported or available easily around the internet. But if you Google Python 2.5, you will find it. And if it's an installer and if you try to run it, and maybe you will find some kind of issue because it's an obsolete thing, then what I had to do, I actually took that installer of Python 2.5 and took it to another virtual machine of Windows 7 or even XP, which supports that installer, and then extract it there, and from there copy it back to your current operating system like Windows 10 or 11. I'm on Windows 10 here, but it should work on Windows 11, but I'm not sure. So I have this Python 2.5 extracted, and I cannot say installed because I just copied the installed folder from that Windows 7 virtual machine to my Windows 10 folder. And make sure you have Python 2.5. This is the folder structure and file structure of Python 2.5. And you must have these exe files as well. And if you open the license here, you can read the license of Python 2.5. So if you try to do this on the latest version of Python, which is easily available even on the official website of Python, then this will not work. So we need Python to extract and repack the pack files. Needless to say, you must have ddmk installed for the HD collection, or you could just extract the main.nbz file to get this folder. Let me show you. This is my Devil May Cry HD collection folder, and in here there should be a data folder, and inside that there should be a DMC3 folder, and then you should have gdata.afs folder. If it is not there, that means this file should be there. That means you haven't installed the ddmk. So if you don't know what is ddmk or how to install it, make sure you search ddmk on Irrational Gamer YouTube channel to find out more about it and how to install it. It's a great mod, and without it I don't think I like HD collection. I don't know if the same works for the Crimson mod, but I really never tried that much. Anyway, once you get the gdata.afs folder, open it and you will see all these files named alphabetically starting from EM. EM means mostly enemy, so these are the enemy files, and ID files are basically the other stuff like stages and images and orbs, etc. And if we scroll down further, you can see after the ID files, we will have these files starting with the M. These are basically the mission files, mission 1, mission 2, mission 3, etc. And then we have PL 0000, etc. files, and these are for the these are player files like Dante, Virgil, Lady, and their costumes, and even their Devil Trigger files. So how would you know which file you want to modify? I will get there in a moment. I have also uploaded a video yesterday on the file identification, but I will show you here as well. Then we have a PLWP shotgun, PLWP rifle. These are the weapons, the Yamato, Rebellion, and even the guns, shotgun, Spiral, Artemis, Kalinan, etc. All these files with PLWP, they are mostly the weapon files. Okay, so now let's open up the file identification. I have uploaded this as a video yesterday, and the character files are Dante says PL00 is for his default costume, PL011 is for his coatless costume, and PL013 is default with ripped sleeve costume. PL015 is for DMC1 costume, and 16 is coatless DMC1 costume. PL018 is legendary Dark Knight costume. Obviously, the super versions also use the same costume. And these are the DD files, double trigger files, PL005 for Rebellion DT, PL006 for Cerberus DT, PL007 for Agni and Rudra DT, PL008 for Navan, PL009 for Beowulf, PL017 for Sparta DT, and same for Virgil. 1001 is for Battle of Brothers in Mission 19, where Virgil fights along with Dante, Arkham Battle. And PL1021 is the default Virgil costume. PL023 is coatless Virgil costume, and PL026 is corrupted Virgil costume. And these are the DT files for Virgil. 010 for Yamato DT, 014 for Beowulf DT, and 025 for Nello Angelo DT. So if you want to change the appearance of Nello Angelo, or if you want to replace Virgil's Yamato DD with Nello Angelo DD, you can obviously copy paste these textures into this file. We will soon get there within few minutes. Same goes for lady, but as the file suggests, it has a static with it, which means unused, and it says she's headless. I don't know, I haven't looked into it. So here goes about the weapons, and these, if you want to change the textures of the weapons, these are the files. I will also upload the weapons files identification for Dante, Virgil, and Lady, and also the enemies soon enough, and other stuff as well. So that's how you identify which file you need to change and how to identify it. So here what I'm gonna demonstrate is I want to replace the mission 2 cutscene of Dante and try to replace his costume, his appearance with the Agni and Rudra Devil Trigger. That's because most of the people like it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not perfect, and by no means I'm very good at modding when it comes to this, because my life is as a content creator, making Devil May Cry strategies, tips and tricks and videos for my YouTube channel. So I really don't have enough time to explore these, but I have made some little mods like golden ivory gun and coat matched Beowulf color for Virgil. I have made some mods like these. So that's how I did that. Okay, now let's minimize this. So we're gonna take the Agni and Rudra D tree. The file name is PL007. Remember that. And we want to place it on the mission 2. So the mission files are, I guess, here in this file or not, I don't think so. But we will just remember this file name for Agni and Rudra DT PL007 for now. And we will also need two files of Python. One is ex.py, which is used to extract the pack files, which you can see on the right side of your screen in the game folder. So ex.py extracts the pack files if you have Python 2.5 installed. And the other file is re.py. re.py repacks the folder back into the pack file. So always make a backup because that's always a good thing. So I will just switch back to the Devil May Cry HD collection folder, and here I created a folder modding specifically for these things, and you can already see those files are there, ex.py and re.py. They are very essential for this modding. So if I right click ex.py and click open with, and open with it with Notepad, you can see this is the coding inside that ex.py. Pack extractor coded by James, and this is the code. In case you know Python, it might come handy to you. You can always read the codes for the ex.py and re.py. Okay, so we have these three files here. This is for Agni and Rudra DT, and this is mission 2 underscore s00 dot pac, because in here in the original game folder I could only find two files which says mission 2. Here they are. So I just copied them into this modding folder. Now we have to see which of these two have the Dante costume, or then we can copy this one and replace it into that one. So let's start. Right click on any empty space, and we should get command prompt here. If it doesn't appear, make sure you hold down the left shift key and then right click. Then you should get open command prompt here, and that will open up the command prompt in the very same folder where we just right clicked. And now we need to run the command ex.py, press space, and then type in the file name. So I'm going to start with the first one, m02, and then we have an underscore c01 dot pac, and that's it. Press enter, and we should have gotten a new folder, and these are the files inside that folder. What we are looking for here is not the txt files and not any other files, but pac files. So there are actually 1 2 3 4 5 6 yeah, 6 pac files. So I will try and see which pac files has the largest size. And this one, I think 14.2. That's not necessary. I mean, I'm just guessing here because I really don't know which file I'm looking for. So I will just rename it and copy its name just to make it easy with the 14.2 MB file, and open the command prompt here, close it, right click again and click open command prompt here. Oh yeah, we need those ex.py and re.py inside this folder as well, else the command won't work. Now we'll type ex.py and press Ctrl V. The Ctrl V, oh, obviously it shouldn't be working because we just copied the files once again. Now press Ctrl V and .pac. We have another folder. Ooh, this one has a lot of files, but once again we are looking for only pack or DDS files. Yeah, we have enough DDS files in the first folder, also some in second folder. Yeah, another important step I missed, should have been talked about it in the very beginning. You need to type in DDS plugin Photoshop NVIDIA, and you should get the NVIDIA Texture Tools exporter and download it or install it or place it, the filter file, inside your Photoshop plugin folder. And that's how you can actually open up the DDS files. So as you can see here, any DDS file has already an icon of Adobe Photoshop. So let's try to open this one. We have some kind of textures from Mission 2, but that's not what I want. So we need to check all of these. Okay, I have a funny idea here. I mean, while we are here, I don't know, maybe let's check the other files first and then we'll come back to this later. Oh, I can see the manhole here. All the files from Mission 2, even the broken walls. So for the life of me, I really don't know how many files I have to go through in order to find Dante's costume from Mission 2. Oh yeah, the van, I remember. Look how you can mod the entire terrain or objects. This is the building, the destroyed building, or maybe even Dante's office. Oh yeah, baby. A poster from the wall. You can replace it to lady if you want. The school bus, obviously. Yeah, this one too. This area is from Mission 3, but maybe from a distance. Clouds, maybe? Oh yeah, Tammany grew in the distance. So see how far you can go with DMC3. What is it? I don't know. Maybe something else. Okay, the first folder is clear. We need to check the second one here. Oh yeah, Dante's costume. Voila. What else? Oh, his pants. So I guess I have found the folder. It is the second one, but let's check the third one anyway. Oh, the hair. I get it. Hair has separate texture, even his face. So I'm not sure about the face, if I will be replacing the face here. And the gloves maybe. But you guys are the judge here. My main purpose here was actually uh, resolve this mystery. So this is the rebellion, unawakened rebellion, I guess. The texture of unawakened rebellion for mission 2. So let me remind you, these cutscenes aren't pre-rendered. Okay, this is Ebony and Ivory, just for the mission 2 cutscenes, not for the whole game. Always remember that, because we are only messing with the this file M02 and not the PL file. Always remember that. Let me just close this console. Okay. And now, while I was thinking about some funny things here, I guess that file is gone. I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the first folder. I'm gonna open these files once again because I want to change the appearance. Is this Dante's office? I don't, yeah, I think so. But this is about mission 2. Hmm. Okay, so I will just create a new layer and paint it red and splatter some paint here and there just because I wanna check if the mod worked or not and set the blending mode to, yeah, this looks good. And drop down the opacity a little bit. Yeah. And merge the layers. Save the file by pressing Ctrl S. And if you get some kind of a dialog box telling you, giving you a lot of options from NVIDIA, you just go with the default ones. Okay, now this file is done. It might take some time to save it. And let's go to the next one. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna paint it gold just for fun, you know. Okay, this should do it. Yeah, yeah, something like that. And change the blending mode to. Is it changing? No, it's not. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if it will look good or not. But anyway, here we go. Merge the layers and save this file as well. So just a little two modifications before we finally go to the main thing here. Okay, enough for that. Now let's go to the second folder. Also make sure you do not uh, spread any kind of garbage around and copy some files which were actually not there. I mean, and you need to even delete or move the ex.py and re.py before you try to repack this folder. Okay, this is folder 2 and we have Dante's costume here. Okay, now it's time go back and go back once again and we need to extract this one which has the Agni and Rudra DT. So right click, open command prompt here and type in ex.py pl007.pse, enter, and we should have the folder of pl007 as well. And what's inside this? Yeah, we have a DDS file which opens up in Photoshop if you have the DDS plugin for Photoshop from NVIDIA. So this is the Agni and Rudra DT. Okay, and this is Dante's costume. Now, if we look at the dimensions of both files, this is 256 by 256 in width and height. And if we check on this one, image size, the width is same, but the problem is with the height. So it is 512 by 256. So 512 by 256, 256, 512. So I will just copy everything, Control A, Control C, and Control W to close. Open up the Dante one. Type in, uncheck this one. Type in 512 here. Yeah. So it makes it of the same size. Paste it here and save it. After merging the layers, save this one. So that's it for now. Let's see if it works or not. I'm not sure because I just resized the original costume to a different height. The only thing left now is to repack both the folders. So I will just um, make backup of these two files in case I need them once again. Click new folder and call it backup, and I don't need this one, so I'm gonna delete this one. I was not sure, so that's why I copied both files from mission 2. Now I'm gonna make a backup of these two, Agni and Rudra and mission 2. Now I'm gonna open the command prompt once again. Make sure you always close the command prompt because it can be redirecting to a different path. Okay, now it's time to run the re.py instead of the ex.py and give it the folder name pl007. You don't need to type in .pse this time because it's a folder, not a file, and press enter. That should repack the Agni and Rudra DT file right now. We actually haven't made any changes in the Agni and Rudra DT, so there was no need to repack that, but anyhow I did it. So you can tell that it actually worked by the timestamps. It says it was modified today at 4:10 p.m. and that's the time right now. The real thing we need to pack here is M02 underscore C01. Make sure there are no extra files like these. But we need to pack this one, the 14 MB file, which is this folder. So open command prompt once again. Make sure there are no extra files inside this folder or even these folder we just checked. And now right click, open command window here, and we need to first repack this one, this folder, and then we'll repack the main folder. So re.py is here. So re.py and m02 underscore c01 underscore 004. That's it. I guess it did work because you can tell that by that 04. Yeah, the size changed and it says it was modified today at 4:11, and that's actually true. I hope so. Everything is going as it should be. Now we need to delete this one. You know why? You can either make a backup of this or delete it entirely because we can also extract it later. So delete it and also move these two files because they don't belong here anymore. Cut them or delete them. I guess we will just delete those because we already have them outside of this folder. Yeah, so everything remains original. Now it's time to repack this file. So just copy the name of the folder and open a command prompt and type in re.py space folder name. That's it. And that should rebuild that mission file, which is m02c01.psc. Okay, today at 4:13 p.m. We already have a backup of this file, I guess. Yeah. So we don't need to worry if we want to replace it inside the original game folder. So let's do it. Replace it. The size is now different. The original is 15.4 MB. Also the modification date is different and the size on the new one is increased a little bit. So let's replace it. Keep our finger crossed and let's launch the game. Devil May Cry HD collection. and we want to see the cutscenes of the second mission. If the game crashes, then you somehow messed with something and you really need to do that again and be more careful this time. So I'm using DDM key, so I will just disable the load mission option here and go to the main menu directly and load the game into the second mission. I remember Dante wears his coat in the second mission cutscene. Alrighty then. What about if we go to the demo digest instead of going to the mission 2? Opening, crazy party, breakout. Let's see the breakout cutscene. Oh god. So far he is caught less. So I don't know what will happen here.
Damn it! You guys totally wrecked my shop, and I haven't even named it yet!
The code looks like into its original texture. Okay. Okay, he didn't change any kind of appearance in the first cutscene, and that's pretty obvious. There's another cutscene after you are done with the
You all have enough to cover all this!
what's her name? Hell Vanguard. Let's see this one. Tamini Guru rises along with Virgil and Arkham. How did Arkham manage to get to the top of the tower so quickly? I don't know. I mean, it took us a lot of time to get to the top of the tower. Okay. Chance meeting. What about this one? Oh, I forgot to change the pants.
It's been nearly a year since we last met.
But you get the idea.
Where does the time go?
I forgot about the face model, also about the pants, but please pardon me for that because I really don't have enough time when I'm making full videos because you never know when you will lose electricity. But look at this.
No doubt, you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Virgil?
So I hope you guys can do better than me and make so many cool mods for Devil May Cry 3. Like I don't know, it's all up to you. For all the requests I got to make the tutorial about Devil May Cry 3 modding, I guess I did it. Sorry about the mistakes and short time of the video. But that's it for now. If you like the video, make sure you mod. Okay?